the Republican Party and many of our voters are not as pro-life as they say they are. And that's just the reality of it.
MAGA is slowly realizing they are potentially doing themselves in with this abortion insanity, scaling up dramatically this week, where within hours of Trump announcing, hey, states can do whatever they want, Arizona has now gone back to putting in force an 1864 abortion law with almost no exceptions whatsoever other than for life of the mother. And here is Charlie Kirk, hero of the young MAGA right wing, saying that this decision from Arizona, it is the right decision on the merits, but it is not the right time. Acknowledging, listen, even for Charlie Kirk, he's acknowledging that politically this is damaging, which is funny that he's only just now realizing this. Take a listen to this and then we'll discuss it.
I have received some pretty angry text messages in the last couple of days.
Really?
Because people say, Charlie, you're insufficiently pro-life.
And by the way, this is the beauty of this. And the beauty, I mean, because we want it to destroy MAGA. This decision from Trump, this statement from Trump is angering the pro-life people who are furious because they go, wait a second, Trump's fine letting states have legal abortion? That's disgusting. And then on the other hand, the vast majority of the country that believes abortion should be legal in most circumstances is saying, wait a second, he's okay with what's happening in Arizona, going back to an 1864 law. It's angering everybody. And that is a delight.
They say that, you know, you're not fighting for the unborn. I mean, this is silly rubbish, to be firstly. Secondly, if you don't have political power, then you're not going to be able to advance any of the issues that we care deeply about. Here's the other problem. And this is the sad reality. The Republican Party and many of our voters are not as pro-life as they say they are. And that's just the reality of it.
Many of them don't even claim to be pro-life in the way Charlie Kirk does. I mean, that's the truth is most of them say, oh, abortion actually should be legal.
And yesterday was the test. Yesterday was the stress test. Arizona comes forward at the Supreme Court and says, you know, no abortions, which was always the stated goal. And instead of saying, celebrating, people immediately come out and say we're against the ruling. Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of people that go to church and they're Christians who secretly or not so secretly will say they want an abortion as an option in case if their daughter gets pregnant. Now, look, over time, we can start to win more people over. Over time, we could build consensus. In some way, it's a proper ruling at an improper time. You need to make sure your laws fit with the will of the people. If the laws don't fit with the will of the people, you're going to get major political backlash.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And appropriate, or first of all, the idea that a law from 1864 is the appropriate law for something on which the reality and the medical science has changed so much since 1864, the idea that that's the appropriate law in 2024 is laughable. But putting that aside, Charlie Kirk is more or less saying the Arizona law is great. And if you're really pro-life, you would love the law. But the timing of it, we should have waited until after the election to ban all abortion because there's lots of supposedly pro-life Christians who aren't really pro-life because they want abortion to be an option in case their daughter gets pregnant. That's a pretty aggressive and wild perspective to put together, but it is not altogether untrue, at least as far as people like Charlie Kirk are concerned. And this is just one aspect, by the way, of the totally predictable outcome. This is what when we go back to 2015, go back to my YouTube channel, 2015, 2016, what we expected to happen if Trump won was that he would get 2 or 3 Supreme Court picks. When the opportunity presented itself, they would overturn Roe v. Wade. States would go back to or pass new, absolutely outrageous restrictive abortion laws in an environment where the country increasingly thinks abortion should be legal in most cases. So good for them for realizing that this is politically outrageous. He still says the laws are good, but they're just politically inconvenient. We now have to make sure that these laws and these rulings end up destroying them politically in November. It is time to start thinking like voters and to make sure that kids understand the importance of voting, how it works, registering, ballot initiatives, because so many kids just have no idea. That's why I wrote the new children's book, Think Like a Voter. I can think of no better time and no more important group of folks to try to reach. The book is now available at davidpakman.com/book, where, by the way, you can get the first 2 books in the series as well. Think Like a Detective and Think Like a Scientist. Really important stuff. Donate them to local libraries, classrooms, read them with the kids. davidpakman.com/book.